Hello guys, hope you all are doing well. It's your favorite Mr. Sob. Today I'll be doing something a little bit different from what you used to know on my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I used to cut my hair. You know, some of my friends do ask me, how do you often cut your hair by yourself? Actually before now, I have some friends that cut my hair for me, but I live nearby a university. And those guys are African students, so some of them, they graduate and they leave, I would not really have any African barber shop near us here. So I had to learn how to cut my hair by myself. So for 2 years now, I have been cutting my hair by myself. One thing about life is sometimes you have to learn how to improvise. You must not depend on one particular source. If it's not coming from that source, you have to look for a way to improvise. So since I have been cutting hair with these guys and they are no more here, so I have to look for a way to cut my hair by myself. And my friends have been asking me, how do you usually cut your hair by yourself? So today, I'll be making this video to show you how I usually cut my hair by myself, okay? So with me, I have two clippers. This is the usual clipper, for cutting the hair. It looks, you can see it's adjustable. The adjustable clipper, I can adjust, you can see I'm adjusting now. Watch, or look from this side, I can adjust the blade, make it sharper, like that. That's for this regular, hair clipper. And we have this one is for, for carving, to carve the hair, to give it, a nice finishing. So this is this other clipper for carving. So I go with these two clippers. One is for cutting of the hair, and this is for carving. So let's see how I usually cut my hair and get this nice look. So let's get into business, okay? So this is the clipper I'm going to go with for now. And what do I do? First, you have to make sure your clipper is okay. I mean, the blades are okay. You try and see if they are okay. And sometimes you may have to check if the blades are sharp, so you can have a good cut. And also, before I start, I had to lubricate the blades. So lubricating the blades helps the two blades in contact to have a frictionless movement. It helps to keep them very active while cutting, so you can have a smooth cut. I'm not an expert, I don't have a barber shop, so you might not blame me for some terms I'm going to use. So I have these clips, these plugs. I have these plugs to, give my hair different levels. I have this is 3 mm, 3 mm, and this is 6 mm, different plugs, different sizes, and this one is also 6 mm, okay? So I'll be using them to get some different levels on my hair when I do the cuts. So before I start, I have to comb the hair to make the hair look a little bit free, so I can have, the clipper can have easy movement, can penetrate my hair very easily without much obstruction. So I'm going to comb the hair and make the hair look free. So try and comb the hair, comb all different sections and let the hair look easy for the clipper to penetrate, okay? So I'm done combing the hair, and the next thing I'm going to do is to start cutting my hair. So now I'm going to start by cutting, but for now I'm not going to use this the clipper, or what's it called, the clips. I'm going to use those plugs for now. I just want to get a lower cut here, a lower cut here, and I'm going to leave this place at a higher level. So for this area, I'm going to use the clip, to get a kind of a uniform level. But on this lower side, I want to get a very low level, so I don't need the clip. All I need to do is to get this blade, I have to adjust this blade. I hope you are seeing this adjustment. Let me show you if you can see the movement of the blade. You can see it's moving. Okay, it's moving. All right, it's moving. Let me get more focus. Yeah, okay, it's moving. All right, you can see it's moving. Okay, so I'm going to adjust this blade to make the blades get much more in contact. You can see, bring the blade forward. The two blades are now forward, you can see. And let me bring the two blades backward now, or make them separate. Watch, separation. All right, there are two blades movement there. So I'm going to bring this blade very close to the other blade, so that with this, when I cut my hair, I'm going to get a very low, level cut on this side. Mind me, I'm not a professional barber. I'm just doing this to show how I usually cut my hair by myself. And like my friends ask me, how do you do this, okay? So by watching this video, you can also be encouraged to do your own haircut by yourself. You know, it's very easy. You know, and sometimes I will need an extra mirror to put, you know, behind me to get, you know, some back view, you know, rear view. Sometimes I need an extra mirror. Okay, and in this video I may use one small extra mirror. If you don't have the big mirror, you can just do this by yourself. But you know, one thing about hair cutting is, you know, practice make perfect. When I began cutting my hair by myself initially, I do a lot of mistakes, but you know, within 1 month or 2-3 months, I got everything, you know, more better, you know, and I think I'm doing a little bit better than before. So here I go. Okay, and you have to watch your blade very careful. Watch so you can know the actual level you want. If you're not using the clip, you must watch your blade, you know, height. Okay, now I'm going to start cutting my hair by myself. Okay, you can see I'm not really getting much like I want. I'm not really getting much. Okay, so I think I have to still make this blade go up. Take this blade upward. So I want to lower this hair a little bit like this. Okay, so let's see what I get. Okay, I'm getting a little bit more results. So you keep lowering the blade just to get what you want. I think it's better now. Okay, yeah. And while cutting by yourself, your other finger, you know, I mean, your other hand is going to play another good role. Okay, sometimes you have to use your hand to, you know, do some kind of measurement. You know, with your hand you can do some kind of measurement. You know, this is just about, you know, when you do it frequently, you get used to it. It doesn't come one day, and you get to learn a lot while you're doing it by yourself. And make sure you get a very good, you know, a smooth cut at each point or at each level. So you try and use the clipper over and over again so you can have a smooth cut. So now you see I'm already making a line. You can see I'm making a line. A line is, you can see I'm already making a line like this. Okay, so I'm going to use my hand, okay, with the tip of my hand to know how this line goes, and later I'm going to check with a mirror to be sure that the line goes, you know, it's uniform. Okay, so I'm going to use my hand, this hand, okay, to assist myself, okay, for now, and later I'm going to use the mirror to check, you know, cross check what I'm doing to see I'm getting something that is reliable. Alright, and here I'm going to begin here again. So you make sure this level here and this level are, you know, just the same. No one goes up than the other. So cutting your hair by yourself, it takes a lot of confidence. You know, you must be confident about yourself. The first time you might have some error, you know, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Keep doing it. Don't be afraid. Keep doing it. One day you're going to get it perfect. So now I may need the help of a mirror to check behind, okay? And if you have a stable mirror, I mean, if you have a standby mirror behind, it's also good, you know, but for me, I don't have here. So I'm just doing it, you know, as an amateur. Let me use that word, you know. And I don't have all the sophisticated gadgets, but still yet, I'm going to have something good, you know, as a haircut. So I'm using this small mirror to check the rear view of my hair. And let's see how it's going to help. But like I told you, if you have a fixed mirror, a big one behind, it's going to help better. But if you don't have, you know, you try to improvise and use what you have, okay, to get what you want. So back to this side, I'll be using this rear mirror, and you can see I've done pretty good work behind, I mean on the rear side of my hair. So with this rear mirror I can see more and do more, you know, do some finishing. Alright, the rear mirror is really helping, okay. And you can see on this side is not very smooth, okay. You can watch me, what I'm doing here. See, this is not really smooth. Oh, how can you see it here? Okay, it's not really smooth. So with the help of this mirror, I can figure out the areas that are not really smooth and I can make them smooth, okay. So let's go. So you can see now I'm bringing this area to a smooth level, though you have to learn how to use this rear mirror if you don't have a fixed mirror. You have to learn how to use this, small mirror with me if you are going to be using the small hand mirror. It's not really easy, compared to the fixed mirror, but you get to improvise. Okay? So I think I've done a little bit of work, some pretty good work, but let's see how it goes. I think I'll be needing, the help of this, the clipper, or the clipper, or what's it called, the clips to add to this clipper to get this side done. And make sure behind, your ear, you have to cut this hidden hair if you're not careful, so you don't look like something from the from the moon. You have to cut. Make sure you cut this hair, because sometimes you might have some hidden hair, behind your ear. So how is the progress level? Let's see. Okay, so now we go, and after some cut, I would advise you take off this hair, so that your clipper can have some, free movement. So I have a brush. I'm going to take off this hair from this clipper, so there can be, some free movement of the blades, and you try to, allow the blades to move around each other so they can have some free movement. Okay, so now I'll be using this clip, okay, on my hair on this side to get a different level. And I also need my hand, to know my head direction. Yeah, this is very important. Oftentimes we have different head direction. Like my head direction goes this way, from this middle, it goes this way, and this way, okay, this way. I think it's also so for most men, okay, this way, you can see. And behind, the rear side, it goes downward, not upward like this. It doesn't go like this. So my hair direction goes this way, downward, behind, the rear side. So I would advise, if you are going to cut your hair as well, your hair direction. You can feel that even from when you use your comb, or with your hand, you can feel the direction of the wave. Your hair wave, you can feel the direction of the wave and know where it moves. So make sure you cut your hair alongside the direction of your hair. If you cut against the direction of your hair, then it's going to be disaster, okay? You won't like the cut. So let's keep going. So for the rear side, I'm going to cut downward, okay? And one of the best ways to use your hand to feel this, use your hand to feel. Yeah, around us here we have the Chinese barbers. Yeah, I must say this, we have the Chinese guys that cut the hair. Yeah, some of them are really good in cutting the hair, but the truth is that some of them don't really understand our hair, the hair texture. Sometimes some get scared to cut the hair, while some give it a try, while some are also good at it, But now this period we have this, what is going on now globally, the pandemic. So I don't really like to go out for now to cut my hair with those guys, with anybody anyway. I like doing it by myself, and I've been doing this even before the pandemic now for like 2 years now, okay? And I've been having something, worth presenting. You can see now I'm moving my clipper downward on the back side, I have to move my clipper downward, okay? And even on this side, if you move your clipper downward, it's not bad, because like I told you, the hair direction goes this way for most guys, and also this way. It goes into the slants, and also this way is okay, slant, but don't go upward. It will destroy the hair. It's going to have a lot of, look so different, if you move against the hair direction. Okay, let me use my brush out the cut hair. Sorry you're not seeing the behind because I don't have a back mirror, a rear mirror, so you can use a rear mirror. It helps you, or you can, with the feel of your hand, you can know, and later you can use the mirror to vet what you have done, to confirm what you are doing, if they are okay or not. And with your hand, you can also feel your hair and know the level, if you are doing what you want to do. So another point that we have to look into now is how to get this hair level, so they can become the same level with, at this, this seam, it's called seam, and this point, this point of difference, where this begins and where this starts, we have to make them become the same level. Okay, it's very important, else your hair is going to look very crappy. So now I'm going to start by making them look, the same. And one of the ways to level this edge, level the edge, There are different methods of leveling the edge, different methods. You can see So one of the most difficult parts in cutting the hair is to get this, level smooth. It's one of the most difficult parts. And for me, unfortunately, I have one of these, clips. That's the one I usually use for this, but that clip got broken just recently, and I've not been able to get this clip replaced. So I'm using the level 3. This is level 3, and that one I think is level, is it 3, or I think level 3, but different type, level 3, yeah, but different type of level 3. So that one looks more comfortable for this process, but I'm using this other level 3, which is for the other clipper, and it's not really doing this work, as faster. But notwithstanding, you can see I'm still doing it, it's getting it, but maybe a little bit slower than the other clip, but it's fine. So that's one of the difficult parts, to get this what's it called, this level smooth is one of the difficult parts, But like I said, practice make perfect. For me, it's just fun, seeing me cut my hair by myself. And maybe one day I'm going to also help to cut someone's hair, that's good. So one thing I also do is to remove this clip, to remove the clip from the blade. This clip, remove the clip from the blade and lower this, lower this blade. You can see it's up now. I'm going to lower it now, lower this blade, and use this same blade to do some finishing touch, But here you must be very careful. You must be very careful so that you don't cut the hair off. You must be very careful. You must place your clip at an angle. You can see, not like this, but at an angle like this. It goes, up, down, up, not down. And it's going to remove all the hair. So let's go. You must be careful. Another important part is carving this hair, okay? So now I'll be carving the hair now, okay? So the hair is done, you can see. So that's it. I hope you can see the hair. I don't know if you are seeing it clearly. So that's the finishing touch of the hair, okay? And that's how it looks like. So be confident, and you can do it by yourself.